Finally, the time has come again. He has awakened. Everyone thought he was gone, forgotten. And many said...
El Rey? Who are you talking about?
Not that important.
Don't let me disturb you. I'm not even here. Just don't pay any attention to me.
Now you got me all confused.
Tell them where we are.
This is without a doubt the most beautiful place on Earth. Wonderful Cancom. Nowhere is the sun warmer and the bananas more curved. Long did Cancom suffer under the gringos' yoke. But you, Elari, you set us free. You blew up the gringos' villa.
Well, strictly speaking, that was more of an accident.
We are free, and a golden future lies before us.
Tell them how I got here.
That, Elari, is a long story.
I have time.
Very well. You fell out of time.
That's not very nice.
No one knows how you got from the 1980s to our time.
Oh, that's what you meant.
You woke up in a strange laboratory, and at first didn't know you were in the 21st century. But you quickly learned how this modern world works.
After all, he had the best teacher.
Elefto, you are Larry's anchor to a world long lost.
Would anyone like to try my new recipe for craft beer?
No. At any rate, Elari, you have not only mastered the pitfalls of the 21st century...
Well, mastered would mean that he knew what he was doing, and I don't think it would be fair to say that.
I think he's doing all right.
Silencio. Larry looked for love in all the wrong places. Elari has fallen deeply in love with Faith, the secret boss of the technology company Prune. She told him to get 90 points on the Timber dating app. Only then would she go out with him.
How do you know all that? You weren't even there.
Silencio. As always, that went caca. And then Larry wanted to hack the Prune server to improve his Timber score.
That was self-defense.
In the process, he disturbed the product presentation, and Prune was brought to the brink of bankruptcy.
Yeah, well, oops.
Faith had to flee with BJ in tow, the man she had installed as CEO of Prune, but who was merely her puppet. Larry snuck onto their ship and secretly sailed with them to their villa here in beautiful Cancun.
Not one word about what happened on that ship.
Oh, I thought it was very romantic.
Ah, really? I'll admit, now I'm curious.
Are you nuts, Lefty? Never mind. Forget I asked.
Larry, I was politely going to avoid mentioning
Good thing.
that you cobbled up the most repulsive sex doll of all time, and that you...
We can just imagine the rest.
Unfortunately,
Finally, Faith revealed her plan. And that BJ was just a puppet. Then, you blew up the villa, driving off the gringos, and saving Cancun.
It's a pretty crazy story. Tell them who I am.
Ah, Elari, the prophesied one, before whom the very alpacas themselves bowed, who saved us from the gringos.
I thought you were going to sing about how good I look and how successful I am with the ladies.
Fine, fine. Before you became Elari, you were Larry Laffer.
Actually, I still am.
The man who back in the wild 80s decided to be a virgin no more.
Best decision I ever made.
The man from whom no woman is safe.
You got that right. Hang on. I don't think you're supposed to say that anymore. But it's true, of course, ladies. Do you know a song about alpacas?
Oh, but of course. Oh, alpaca, alpaca. Everyone calls you llama. Master of haulage, tasty as sausage. To wrestle, you'd kill. You're yummy when grilled.
Why am I all of a sudden hungry? Could you maybe sing a song about pie?
If you do that, I'll delete myself.
But I'd like to acknowledge that you were always there for me.
You do realize that's what I was programmed to do, don't you?
Yeah? But we've been through so much together.
We sure have, Larry.
I know what happened. So what now?
Are you sure you know enough to dive into this adventure?
Yes. Now we can get this show on the road.
Very well, Elari. Yet there is still one last step remaining to fulfill the prophecy heralding a golden age on Cancom. You must marry the daughter of the most important man on the island. My daughter. I sincerely hope you haven't forgotten, considering we're in the middle of preparations.
Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea if I could talk to her first. Or at least see her?
No! The prophecy forbids it.
But...
She is also the most beautiful woman on the island.
Oh, I see. I don't want to be petty about the whole thing then. Then I'll go get ready for a wedding.
Yes! Go now, Elari. Marry the most beautiful woman on the island. My daughter.
How many women are there on the island anyway?
2. The other one is my mother.
Maybe,
Fulfill the prophecy and your destiny. Let me leave you with this song. Oh, Elari, Elari, they call you. Ay, caramba! My guitar! We have to fix it, Elari. Otherwise, I won't be able to sing any songs at your wedding.
I'll take care of it.
And don't forget that you have to take care of the catering and wear your wedding suit.
Pie.
What can I do for you, Larry?
There must be some kind of app for wedding preparations.
Absolutely. But I'm still busy unzipping that huge file, which means I can't install any new apps right now.
I know what unzipping huge things can be like.
Oh, just zip it, Larry. That file somebody sent us a few weeks ago, remember? I'll have to decrypt it, but it'll take time.
Okay, then let me know when it's done.
Larry, I think you're a little confused.
Isn't that normal when you're about to commit yourself to something forever?
Yes, it is. But let me remind you again.
I think it's time for you to concentrate on your wedding.
A lot of the preparations for the wedding have already been made.
How do you feel about that, Larry? Are you really ready to make port in the harbor of holy matrimony?
If the prophecy demands it.
That's a good enough reason for you?
Let's just not talk about it.
Would you rather talk about how you blew up the villa?
All right. I'll never push a big red button again. Where's the ladder leading down to my room again?
What's wrong, Larry?
I was just thinking about Faith again.
Don't blame yourself.
I do, though. That's Faith's underwear, which was strewn all over the island in the explosion. I collected all of them. So, can I give them back to Faith as soon as possible? If she's still alive, I should at least light a candle for her. Actually, everything I need should be here in this room. I'm taking these. It might get dark. Ah, there it is. First of all, I have to light it. Fire, man's best friend.
And harmless in the right hands.
Good idea, but that won't work. Ah, there it is. First of all, I have to light it. Well, it's burning. Now I have to put it on top of the altar. I really hope Faith is doing okay. Poor Faith. It's not easy carrying a burning candle around without setting yourself on fire, but hey, I'm used to having something hot in my pants.
You mean me? My battery issue is supposed to be fixed.
Those two things won't work together. Poor Faith. I really hope Faith is doing okay. Those can't be combined. I really hope Faith is doing okay. Poor Faith. Oh, Faith, I wish you were here. Okay.
Wait.
What?
I still have to check your progress in the sensitivity class today.
Does it have to be now?
You said yourself that you wanted to know more about how to properly interact with other people in the 21st century,
I've already learned a lot.
but not enough.
Okay, fine.
So, how many genders are there?
Enough for everyone.
I've almost had enough myself.
So how many are there then?
The correct answer is gender is diverse.
Okay, if you're too lazy to count.
Next question. Your best friend confides that he is suffering from depression. What do you advise him to do?
Go out and get some fresh air.
Oh, and that's what you would do yourself?
No, of course not.
That's reassuring.
First, I get myself a whiskey. Then find a woman.
Enough already. Why do I even ask? The last question. For now, a colleague at work makes a sexist joke during lunch. How do you react?
I don't have a job.
Maybe it's better that way. I've had enough.
Did I pass?
Let me put it this way. The 21st century isn't done with you yet.
Things used to be easier.
Things didn't used to be easier. You were just more naive.
But at least back then you could say what you thought.
And just what do you think you've been doing here the whole time?
Are you done unzipping that file yet? I need a wedding app.
The encryption is proving hard to crack. It seems to contain some important data. Some kind of secret.
You haven't really been working properly ever since Faith stopped being the boss at Prune either.
That's not true.
I wonder what's happened at the company since then.
Hello?
So, you're Nari?
Yes?
You know who I am, baby.
Yes. Mr. Wang. Nice to meet you.
Uh-oh, we don't have any time for pleasantries. This Nari is not the Prune that used to be. The Bill Jobs and Faith Prune. This is my Prune now.
Yes?
You're still working on the Cougar update for our Pythons. I want you to release it immediately because I have other work for you.
But
No buts. We have a bigger, more important project ahead of us. Miss Faith was working on a revolutionary software project, a self-learning algorithm. I need it for a product that will truly immortalize Prune. One that will make even Pythons obsolete.
she hinted that she'd cracked the algorithm, but I never saw it.
I'm under pressure, Nari. Understand?
Well,
That algorithm is sexy. We have to get it. Get it, sweet cheeks?
I'll just get back to work.
As of right now, you are the technical director here at Prune. If we can't find Faith's algorithm, our technicians will have to develop one themselves. Like yesterday. You have a free hand and unlimited resources. Do whatever you want with me.
Thanks?
Nari,
Yes?
I can't find the switch for the secret back room.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There has to be something like that somewhere around here. A room with a heart-shaped bed that spins. With a back entrance for anyone I invite.
I'll check up on that directly with the property manager, and I'll get the Cougar update rolled out.
In my old office, all I had to do was press a button under my desk and poof, there it was. That was nice. By the time I'm done with Prune, I'll have that here too.
By the way, Larry,
Yeah?
if you want to remember certain things that you can't take with you, you can take photos of them instead.
Very funny. Do I look like I have a camera on me?
I have a camera.
You?
What do you think that hole on the back is for?
Well,
Forget I asked.
so you can photograph everything?
Yes. And then show it to you as if you were carrying it with you.
How practical. You could have told me that earlier. Oh, I could use it to take a picture of something pretty specific. But you need a wide-angle lens for something that size.
I have. Yes, Larry, I have to say it's too bad I don't have one of those. Phew.
Oh, I'm sure it'll work anyway.
Larry, no!
Done now?
Yeah, thanks for asking.
But you might just want to take pictures of things that might be useful later.
My head's starting to spin, Pi. Isn't there some way I can keep better track of everything I have to do?
I'm glad you asked. I installed a to-do app for you.
Can't I have that timber thing again?
We decided to uninstall that app as part of your sensitivity training, for your own good.
That was a stupid idea.
Anyway, the app lists everything you still need to do for the wedding.
And you'll be there to check off everything that's done?
Of course, whenever you finish any of your outstanding tasks, I'll show you.
I think I'm sensitive enough at the moment. Hola!
Hello.
Still mad at the gringos?
So mad. Except with you, of course, Elari. But as my son-in-law, you'll be one of us anyway, not some gringo.
I didn't even feel gringo-y anymore. Catch you later, Elroy.
El Rey.
I'd love to eat some of that, but I think I should get married first. That's not a punching bag. You can see the beach down there. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it, but you never know. What's that?
What's wrong, Larry?
Is that the bride?
The bride is El Rey's daughter.
Maybe he adopted the donkey.
Try being a little more tolerant, and above all, stop being so simple-minded.
It looks a little limp, but I can fix that.
Hey, that's what your women usually say to you.
You shouldn't take prophecy too lightly.
Larry!
How's business?
I can't complain. Of course, it helps to be the only restaurant on the whole island. Most of my customers became regulars once they stopped tossing their cookies.
Let me guess. You came up with a new recipe for your barbarian brew?
Larry, it's an art. You don't just come up with something like that.
But you can throw up with something like that. Can you feed all the wedding guests?
I could, but I can't prepare any alpaca meat while the meat grinder's stuck.
Can't you do that without alpaca meat? Vegan, maybe?
El Rey says that the...
The prophecy forbids it, just like everything else. You think the wedding's a good idea?
Sure, I'll take care of the catering.
I mean, I haven't even met the bride yet.
You have to look on the bright side. That means the bride hasn't met you yet.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying you two are probably a dream couple.
Oh, okay. I gotta be going.
See you later, then.